Coming into this game, you lost 5 straight dating back to last season and your last 4 in this building. How much of a relief, most of all, is it to get that one and get the season underway?
Well, last season's over, so I didn't, to be honest, and it's it's amazing when you put stats together and start messing around like they do. We played one game and we lost at home, and already felt, like the second one's coming right at you. You know how tough the competition is, and I think everybody knew finding a way to win. I mean, I thought, honestly, very similar to the last game, but we were really good at the controllables, did a really good job on the glass, did a really good job defensively, similar number we held them to. We probably, if you're going through statistics, probably shot the ball the worst in I don't remember a game where it's been worse than that. So I keep saying I like this team. I like the way we go about the day-to-day, and more impressed after the punch in the face after the last game. I just thought it was, take all the noise, put it over here, stay in the gym. Every time you come out of there, your head gets lopped off. So just stay in the gym, keep working, keep communicating. Great leadership from Brucey and X and Deli. Really good job with the group, and I felt really good about how we would play tonight, that we would play hard, we would, the team's tight, a lot of communication. We worked a lot on moving the ball, so I thought it moved better tonight. So, you're going to get a lot of this year from everybody, and I just think that I'm going to say it right through the year. I really like my team, and really enjoy their company and the practice sessions and the day-to-day.
The offense had its struggles in the first half, but you put 31 on the board in the third and really broke the game open. What adjustments did you make at the halftime break?
Well, I just thought we got they send a lot of guys to the glass. They're really aggressive at going to the glass, and they started a different lineup than before, more size, and we knew they'd attack the glass. And we felt like we could get some stuff downhill and in pace. And I thought that we got some easy ones, and that opened up our offense. We got some layups in transition, got some open threes, got to the foul line, and then it kind of unraveled for us from there. But basically off the defense and the transition in the third quarter really got us going.
Jalen Galloway had a slowish start last week, but it must have been pleasing for you to see him knock down a few, and we'll know his ability and the potential from that young man.
Yeah, I know that when he was with the Boomers, that they gave he had one game where he didn't score a lot of points, and he did a great job on all those other aspects of the game, and that's something that is the thing we're trying to move forward on. And I thought tonight, just his defense, his running to the floor, his rebounding, his carrying the ball, the next pass, and then aggressive offensively, not passing up anything, not hesitant. You give him an inch, he's letting it go. So really excited about his performance, and he is very important for us because he's like our third import.
Kings have had quite a few of those explosive point guards down through the years. Kendrick Davis' performance tonight, and pretty much in the first couple of games, carried you offensively in that first half. And what are your thoughts on his performance and how much better he's going to get and make this group moving forward?
I just think the thing with an import, a lot of times and I've done this obviously for a long period of time, some of them are like hired guns. They come over here and this is what I do, and they go home. Kendrick is really invested in the team, and he was this one I knew we needed. And when you're coaching, you have that stomach and I looked over, he was just like me. He was desperate tonight, and I've said he's unique to imports that I've had in the past around the work that he does around the game. Just the amount of shooting, skill development that he does outside of practice. So, and then, his performance was pretty special tonight.
Just some thoughts about the guy sitting next to you, obviously 350 games, but also becomes the equal third Kings player in history as far as games played, 191. Joins Tim Morrissey. The only two guys ahead of him are Matthew Nelson, who you had a lot to do with, and Damien Keogh. What are your thoughts on what he's done for this club? He's a championship winner. Obviously, his leadership is outstanding. You've talked about that often, and just what he's brought to the program on and off the court.
The thing the biggest respect is he's a self-made man, and squeezing everything out of his career, everything out of the gifts that he's been given. He's squeezing everything out of it. And then for us right now, I keep saying it. The past is the past. This is a new thing we're trying to build. And in building this, the culture, establishing the culture, and building on the start of last year was really important. And I'm starting to see now even more his voice, because now this group, we've got, brought some people in, and his voice is loud now, and he's being heard. So really pleased for him. Really important to where we're taking this team. And, tonight was a good one for him and a good one for the Kings.
Can you believe you've gotten to 350? I mean, from where you were initially coming out of Horsham and then going to a bunch of different programs and landing here and playing as many seasons as you have. And as I mentioned, it was your 191st game. You're equal top three all time in franchise history. I mean, could you imagine that? And then the second part is, your excitement about this group and what it could potentially accomplish this season.
Yeah, to be honest, no. I played my first ever game at the Entertainment Centre against the Kings a long time ago, and I would have been happy with that, to be honest. As a kid growing up, I dreamed of playing in this league, and I still feel that way now. It's a dream come true. But this group, we're still building, still scratching the surface, but the way we responded this week after an ugly one, round one, says a lot about the group, and just really proud of the boys for that one.
Melbourne coming up, very short turnaround. I mean, to both of you, I mean, what are you? They started out obviously on fire, coming off the game last night against the Pelicans. What are your early thoughts on that matchup on Wednesday?
Go ahead, Brucey.
Yeah.
Man, got to give a lot of credit to them, how they played last night and how they've started the season. They're just a solid program, and it's going to be a great test for us Wednesday. Really looking forward to it. But we'll have another great couple of days of practice and get ready to go for it.
How excited are you for that challenge? I mean, Melbourne being Melbourne, obviously, has always meant a lot to you. But with this particular group, a challenge like this right now, and especially at home.
I mean, I think they're the benchmark. Yeah. I always knew when, I had a funny story in China. It was the same sort of thing. You're the national coach or the associate coach, and what team do you play? And all the ones that aren't in the NBA play for Melbourne United. They've had, whether it's Jock, whether it's Goulding, whether it's Delhi, you go through, and they've always been a powerhouse. And they've this year might be, in the time that I've been back, the best team that from top to bottom. So, but you look around the league in Adelaide, Perth, and you look at the teams in it, that's the state of the league right now. Yeah. Everyone, if you say, Perth's always tough, this might be one of their better teams. Adelaide, one of their better teams. Melbourne, one of their better teams. So we're right now focused on us, having good days, keep moving forward, and growing our group. And look forward to the challenges all year. I like getting in, looking forward to rolling in and being with these guys in competition. I'm enjoying it.
Ron, if I just take you back to Kendrick Davis, Shaun already knows this during the game, post-game. He said, my drive, my desire to win was to celebrate Shaun's 350th, and he was big on that. For a bloke who came out of Adelaide with some headlines around him, can you speak to Kendrick's team attitude and team focus pre-season and through these first couple of games?
Well, I always in this place we're in now in sport, everyone's runs their mouth and everybody's got something to say. But I always go, if I'm looking at something, I knew last year at the end of the season, he had an interest in coming here. And I knew he played with Quat. And I knew David Patrick coached him and knew him. And I picked up the phone to Patrick, and I trust him with my life. He said, he's a winner and he's a great dude. Don't believe what you hear. I don't know what went on, but get him. And Quat said the same thing. So it was a full court press, and as been said, he whether it's Delhi, whether it's I remember the game against Partizan, he came in after the locker room after the game's over, and he goes, "I'm just happy for JG." He didn't have a blinder, and he said, "I'm just happy for JG." And like I said, he's invested in these guys, and we're very fortunate and very happy to have him.
Shaun, how did it feel to have your family here, but then also even the pre-game, the ovation from the fans and the Kings fans?
Yeah, it's been overwhelming all week, to be honest. I'm getting messages from teammates 14 years ago, stuff like that. It was amazing, felt the love all week and just really appreciate it. And I love the Sydney Kings and I love these fans, and yeah, I'm going to keep representing the best I can, and hopefully we can do some good things.
Gorge, have you moved on the potential to get a local bid or ramp up your depth in that position? Is that something that is still on your radar?
Not actively doing anything there right now, really. Just brought Goody in and in as a backup for Tim, and investing in the young guys that we got. Galloway, Bull, trying to get him going. So I'm being honest with you, haven't picked up the phone and entertained anybody at the moment. So and the guys know that we'll roll with this, and it's a long year, and just keep plugging away and see where it takes us.
Anybody on the Zoom? Pikey? No? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.